She's the top law enforcement officer in New York, famous for taking down big names and launching multi-million-dollar lawsuits. But now, Attorney General Letitia James is facing serious allegations herself: mortgage fraud, insurance fraud, even questionable tax filings. The same woman who championed herself as the people's protector may have committed the very same crimes that she's prosecuted others for. And it's not just about legal violations, it's about hypocrisy, power, and the double standards of justice. Welcome to Nellie Miranda. Before we break it all down, please be sure that you like and subscribe as it helps our channel grow. Now let's get into it.
You discovered James has been claiming that her townhouse is a 4-unit dwelling when it actually has 5 units. Why would she do this?
To obtain lower mortgage rates. Again,
Same motivation.
if one to 4 units has different underwriting guidelines, and also insurance too, by the way, insurance fraud. Whereas if it's 5 or more units, it's considered a commercial property and also subject to different insurance guidelines.
Let's start with Brooklyn. James owns a multi-family townhouse. She claimed it has 4 units, and on paper, that sounds minor. But in reality, the building has 5 units. Why does that matter? It matters because in real estate, 5 units is the legal threshold between residential and commercial properties. Residential buildings are 1 to 4 units and qualify for lower mortgage rates, simpler underwriting, and cheaper insurance. But 5 or more units, now we're talking about commercial property, stricter lending rules, higher premiums, and more paperwork. According to reports, James knew her property had 5 units, but she filed claiming that it was only 4 units. That's mortgage fraud. That's insurance fraud. And most shocking of all, there's a certificate of occupancy clearly stating it's a 5-unit dwelling. There's no excuse here. It's just deception. And that's not all. She's reportedly collected rent from 5 units while only paying taxes as if there were 4 units. That's potentially tax fraud. These are isolated mistakes, and they suggest a long-standing pattern of deception on financial documents.
We have a great guest tonight. Sam Antar is a forensic accountant who has a very colorful past we'll dig into here in a bit. He is the man that dug all of this up on Letitia James. He's the source of all this information. Sam, thank you so much for joining us here on the set.
Thank you for having me on, sir.
You're a New Yorker. You live right down the street, and this is some fantastic work here. I want to start and get into just the specifics first. Starting with this Virginia property that she claimed as her primary residence while she was, this is Norfolk, Virginia. This is probably a 5-6 hour drive, claiming it's her primary residence while she's the AG of New York. From your report, you say James signed a specific power of attorney declaring her intent to make 604 Sterling Street in Norfolk, Virginia, her principal residence, a legally binding statement that may have automatically vacated her position as New York Attorney General under Public Officers Law 30. A declaration that came just 45 days before she launched her case, her civil fraud case against Donald Trump. Tell us more about what happened in Virginia here.
She purchased a property with a relative. It was in 2023, a few weeks. She closed
2 years ago, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
She closed on it right before the Trump trial. And in the filed documents with the county clerk's office, there was a power of attorney that she gave her cousin or niece to close the mortgage.
Yep.
And on the power of attorney, she represented that I intend to use this property as my primary residence.
So James signed a power of attorney claiming the home in Norfolk, Virginia would be her primary residence. That's significant because she was still serving as New York Attorney General at the time. And declaring residency in another state could have disqualified her from holding office under Public Officer Law 30. But more than that, her mortgage agreement requires that both borrowers, Tish James and her niece, to live in the home within 60 days. There is no evidence that she ever moved in. So why did she lie? It's simple. Lower interest rates, claiming the property as your primary residence, get you better mortgage terms and lower insurance rates. Because again, banks believe that you're more likely to pay your mortgage on a home that you live in versus a vacation home or an investment property. This wasn't ignorance. This was strategy. And it's criminal. This pattern of deception goes back decades. In 1983, James allegedly filed a mortgage alongside her father, claiming to be husband and wife. While it's unclear how this mistake occurred, some suggest it was to secure favorable loan terms. The man in this video who uncovered much of this is forensic accountant Sam Antar. He is a former felon turned white-collar crime expert. Antar says that he sees right through the lies because he once told them himself. His 7-month investigation uncovered everything from mortgage manipulation to fraudulent declarations, and it begs the question, if these allegations were against someone else, someone without any political power, wouldn't there already be an indictment? Because let's not forget, James prosecuted Donald Trump for allegedly inflating property values on loan applications. Now she's accused of doing the same exact thing, same crime, same context. However, there's different treatment. This goes beyond legal issues. This is about fairness, trust, and the two-tiered justice system that we keep hearing about. If everyday Americans fudge mortgage applications, they'd be prosecuted. So why is the state's top cop allegedly getting a pass? James has denied the accusations, calling them politically motivated, but she's yet to offer evidence or a full denial on camera. The media coverage, very minimal. But the internet is watching. The public is talking, and this isn't going away anytime soon. If Letitia James broke the law, then she must be held accountable, just like the people that she's prosecuted. However, we'll be keeping a close eye on this story, so make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Drop a comment below if you think that she should face charges. As always, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.